Mhm. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say, where's Dashy? Dashy is currently in the New York region, protecting the house, as one always does when the real Randy Chavez is away. I will be here next week or so. Ooh, we got Veve just posted saying, only a short time until the release of the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ Roadster, including the Verde Alceo variant. Don't miss the opportunity to add this to your Veve collection of luxury cars. Those tomorrow, I think it's going to be like $300,000 worth if they sell out. Are they going to sell out? Maybe. We'll see. I think they will eventually. Most of them do, especially when you have a secret rare that is, it's going to be 600 of those. The common that they show is actually the one I really like the best, or I'm sorry, the uncommon that they show. That's the one I actually like the best. That one is so sweet. You'll probably be able to pick that up in the secondary market for like 30 or 40 bucks. But that secret rare is going to be 1,000 maybe. I mean, there's only 528. It goes. Actually, no, there's actually less. Or I'm sorry, there's more. I think they're only keeping 40 of them. So out of the 618, let's say if they keep 40, they're going down to 578. First number on that is number 21. So there's not a ton of those. Is it going to be enough to make them sell out? I don't know. I mean, they guarantee you they get at least 100,000. If not, half would be about 150, give or take. So that'll be really good. I might go live for that. I might not. Depends on what's going on. But yeah, we got a couple things to go over here today. OMI up about 4.7% on the day to 000656. Why are they doing it? I mean, you just had a big buy order. There were a couple of them. There were about 40 million OMI each. There were a couple of those buy orders, and I think one of them just got filled, and that's why that was happening. Despite that, there's only about $400,000 in volume on the day. How much of that is selling volume? How much of that is buying? We're not 100% sure, but happy 420 for everyone that we got to celebrate the halving yesterday on camera. That was really fun. 420 today. So for those of you that smoke, blaze it, comment, blaze it down below to wish everyone a 420. And 420 is a birthday of a couple people. I'll mention one. Omar Kasaje's girlfriend's birthday is today on the incredible day 420. Shout out to them. But let's see how the rest of the market do it. I think OMI is just kind of riding the waves of the rest of the market. You have Bitcoin up about 2.3% on the day, Ethereum up almost 4%, BNB up 3, Solana up 5.5, Lido Stake up 3.7, XRP up 5.3, Dogecoin up 6, Toncoin up 1.2, Cardano up 8%. Get it. Shiba Inu's up 16%, Avalanche 10%. So a bunch of these things are up double digits, and OMI again is still up. I'm thankful it's I mean, I don't want it to go up. I want it to go in, and we're at 0066 now. I do want it to go in and actually become lower just for the next week or so, maybe 2 weeks until I go and get mine. And then, I mean, it's still a bargain down here. Like if anyone remembers that episode of Gilmore Girls where Luke has raised his prices, order a toast. 2 pieces of toast is no longer $1. It's $1.10, $1.10 now. And Kirk is complaining like, I don't know, it's a 10% bump, Luke. And then Luke says, it's still a bargain, Kirk. Like it's still super cheap down here. Again, that's just my opinion, not financial advice there. Thanks, bro. I wasn't gonna say that crazy day. I'll get to the comments in I'll get to the comments in a bit. Let's go over this. Let's go to what I named this freaking video. What did I title it? What did I go in and advertise over on X? Okay, all right, whales, what they're bullish on. First, I want to ask everyone if they could just go smash that like button. That's just a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon special. Super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. Yeah, all right. I'll talk about what whales are doing, buying. So there was somebody that commented on my Reddit a little while ago saying like, oh, I used to really like Crypto Rain, but it seems like both you and him now are just talking about like dead coins with no volume. It's like, well, first off, I've seen some of Crypto Rain's wallets. That dude is a multimillionaire. Like, if you want to go and say like, okay, well, yeah, Chavez, you were a millionaire and now you lost hundreds of thousands of dollars because you held on to OMI. Sure, that's true. Fair point. But Crypto Range is not only was, still is a multimillionaire. But based on a lot of the stuff that he has, there's a very good chance that he actually becomes centimillionaire over the next couple of, I would say, the next 1 to 2 years. I don't even know if he wants me to tell anyone that. Um, Whereas I'll be fairly happy being decamillionaire. He might become centa, as in being worth 9 figures or 100 million or more. But again, what are the things that we really like? Well, we really love OMI. Like OMI is our favorite coin. Like that's why we have that show. OMI is my homie. Now we already have Around the Ecomiverse with Jordan on Monday, but it's just Doctor Stuff can really never make it on that Monday. So we set up another day to have him. Me, him, and Crypto Rain will be going live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We did Thursday last week just because that was the day that Doctor Stuff had to be free. But going forward, it's going to be on that Wednesday, and I can't wait for more episodes. But a lot of the stuff that we really like, including Doctor Stuff, even though OMI is our favorite, we like Definity. I mean, Crypto Rain's actually a partner with Definity. Like you even see, he has down on the bottom left corner of the screen, he has Chain and he has Definity that he's a partner with. You don't do that unless you thoroughly, and I mean thoroughly, trust the company. And I'm friends with the CEO. Like I've had him on. We've talked multiple times. The team is great. Same thing with Bumper. Like me and Jordan have had Bumper on. Like I love that. Both me and Rain. Actually, Rain's second favorite crypto, I think, is actually Bumper. I think that's my third favorite crypto. My second favorite is actually Definity. And we go Bumper. And we do talk about flow a lot. And I don't know why people go on and someone's like, I saw this the other day too. Is again, it's not just OMI. People are just like, oh yeah, Flow's a crap coin. Like Flow's in the top 100. Flow's got over $1 billion market cap. It has like 50 to 100 million in volume per day. OMI sitting down here at like 500,000. I'd be like, hey, but we haven't had that in quite a while, just because the markets have been so the past few days, past week or so. But yeah, that's what a lot of stuff that we're bullish on, and we're bullish on other stuff outside of that. But I just don't want to sit here and bore you all day with it. Why they like Veve and OMI, and again, you'll be able to tell just based on what Noldor Alive had posted today, just on the top 500 Veve holders, and I'll get to that in a minute. But oh yeah, why they like the Veve and OMI logo? Okay, so I all right, real story here. There's somebody that I know in the Midwest that spent 30 years in the oil and gas business, 30 years in pretty much the same spot, building up his network. And he's got a fantastic, amazing network. And maybe this person will one day come onto the OMI Secret Rare logo chat and talk about his experiences. We are going to have that. We are going to have super hyper successful people go in and basically do like a bit of mentoring. Like, hey, here's my experience. Here's why I love Veve and OMI, and here's why I got an OMI Secret Rare logo. They might do that for the Veve logo at some point as well. But anyway, this person spent a lifetime building up a huge Rolodex of contacts, a huge Rolodex of people that are all super and hyper successful. And a lot of times that's what you have to do. You have to spend, back in the day, you had to spend decades doing that because social media wasn't a thing. It wasn't as easy to network. Maybe you can go to conferences, maybe you can go to whatever, and it gets easier. But you know, business happened slow back then. Now business happens really quick. And what they like, at least this one person likes about the Veve Secret Rare logo and the OMI Secret Rare logo, is that it's not just people in one company. It's not just like, hey, you go to NFT NYC and everyone there pretty much specializes in the NFTs and you know Web3, and that's great. But that's not what the Veve logo and the OMI logo is. It's these people really like NFTs and they like the company, they like David, they like this ecosystem, and they all believe, all again, super crazy intelligent. Ask Sleep and Comics about this. Crazy intelligent, the stories of where they are, they're all super successful, and they're all successful in different things. So to build it, to have that network, I'm telling you guys right now, that's invaluable. I got really lucky where my first job outside of the military was in high risk lending, and most of the files I saw were absolute trash. 98% of them. Like there's a reason why banks don't give those people money that have like 500 and 600 credit. It's because most of them will never pay back. It's just when you go in and look at the files and you look at the people that are applying that are going to get auto denied from big banks, you find some diamonds in the rough. You find those needles in the haystack, and that's who you go in and do business with. So I was very lucky that I was able to go and know someone in construction, know someone in contracting, know somebody that is in health and nutrition, fit, and just all of these different things. So I got lucky with that, and I got to know a couple of different businesses, maybe not intimately, but fairly well, more than your average Joe. Um, so I'm able to go and see the value of a network, and that type of network. These type of networks are worth tens of millions of dollars. Probably more depending on how much money you have. Like the network will be worth more depending on how much money you have, depending on your ambition and what you want to do. If you're just somebody that likes to party, or if you're someone that you see that as a really good investment, yeah, I could buy it down here for a couple $1,000s. And then when the bull market really takes hold, once the secret gets out of what's really in here, I could sell it for 30, 50 grand. Sure, that's fine. You could do that. Um, and I'm sure that's what a lot of people will do. I think more the gold logo people will have that, because a lot of the gold logo people really got that gold logo for free. The people in the Akomi Secret Rare logo group, they at least had to go and put in 10 million OMI, which right now is about 66,000. I'm sorry, $6,600 worth. Is that a lot? No. But a lot of these people got this OMI when it was $66,000 worth. It was, quite a bit to have 10 million OMI. Back in the day, 10 million OMI was like, ooh, 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 you doing good for yourself. And now 10 million OMI is like, it's less than five figures. But yeah, the people in the Akomi Secret Rare logo are likely not going to sell because they had that money to do that already. Again, a lot of people in the VV logos, and again, even in that VV logo Secret Rare group, 80% of those people are hodlers. There's some flippers over there. There's people that pay for the right price, and there's some people that openly said, "Listen, guys, if I can sell this for 30 grand, 20, 30 grand, that's a car, that's for my wife, that's doing whatever, and that's fine. By all means, live your life and go and get that bread." But the Akomi Secret Rare people, they just don't have to sell, and obviously some of them are, but not all of them. And I mean, I get it. If you want to go and sell that Secret Rare logo, get about 3 million OMI, you can do that. Think it might behoove you to wait and sell it for OMI directly over on layer 2 in the next couple months, because I think we do get OMI to NFT by June, maybe mid to late June, but you know what I mean. How to buy, all right, so how to buy OMI more efficiently. Right now, it's super easy where you can go in and have Coinbase Wallet, get Ethereum on Coinbase Wallet. That's all you need. And then you hit the swap button, and I'll show you right now. Mariana, Mariana. Oh my God, where the heck is it? Okay. So as long as you have some Ethereum on your Coinbase wallet, what you can do is hit the top, go to swap, and once you hit swap, you can go on, choose the Ethereum right there, and you're choosing the asset. And the asset that you're going to use is a Komi. You can't just type in OMI, it has to be eComi. You hit that, and then like right now I have like no Ethereum. It would be max $350 worth, and it's it would only cost about like $6-ish if in fees. Now obviously I'm not going to do that, just because if I'm going to go in and buy OMI, it's going to be thousands of dollars worth. But that's how simple it is. You go and you swap it, and it's done. It's done, and it takes it in what did that take? 12 seconds. So that's the easiest way, at least for Americans, to get it right now. You can do Uniswap. You can go in, and there'll be other pools that are opening up. I guarantee you we have easier ways to buy OMI that's public in the next couple weeks. Does that mean we're going to get OMI on the web app in the next couple weeks? No, or probably not. But I think there are going to be other avenues where we'll be able to get it. Can I say what it is right now? I don't think so. Will y'all know in a few weeks? Yes, you will. And then outside of that, do OTC deals. Message whales, find what they're out there. Like they're out there. Be like, hey, how do I go and buy massive amounts of OMI? Let me know. Or if you're looking to sell massive amounts of OMI, please let me know. I'll keep y'all abreast of the situation as that unfolds. Now, where was I? All right, let's go over the news here. Should I do the top 500 first? Yeah, no, I will wait for the top 5. I'll wait to do that. All right, I did a live last night. Okay, so let's go past there. Let's go past Silver Surfer. We did. It was yesterday. And went over um, the Mark Zuckerberg photo. So 24 hours ago, I posted that Taylor Swift will be in Deadpool 3, playing Allison Blair, aka Dazzler. Again, Dazzler is or Dazzle, I think, is the last word that she says in her new album. So I said she'll sing the ending credit sequence. No word if any songs from her albums will appear. And I posted that literally yesterday. And people be like, no, it's not real. It's not real, Randy. And then I don't know. People are posting it today, like, "Oh, is this real?" I was like, "My guys, like, girl." Anywho, throwing that out there. All right, let's see what we got here. Today we had gone on and we sold out of the stamps. I think that's $20,400 for the bluegrass stamps. I got one. I got an ultra rare. I think they're selling for like $2 on the secondary. I'm not 100% sure what the secret rare is going for. I'll check right now. But those are pretty cool. This is the first time I think we ever interviewed someone from the United States Postal Service. They dropped that yesterday. The secret rare, I'm gonna guess it's 30. Oh, it's $27. All right, cool. So if you want to go and get that, it's only 27, and it's a secret rare, and so it's $30 pretty much to go in and get the whole set because the ultra rare's got to be like probably less, $2.15. So $30, you get the entire set. It has a secret rare in there, plus the ultra rare gets you a little bit of points. I might get that eventually. I only have 60 gems. I don't know if I'm gonna go for that drop tomorrow. I might. I might. I never have any good luck with the cars. Um, the first time for everything. So I'll keep you all posted with that. The ultra rare will likely go for retail at first. Maybe not. I mean, there's 828 of them. So I don't know if they'll go for retail at first. Oh, they are taking 90 away from the secret rare. Okay, so it'll be 528. Very good, very good. So 528 they're taking. All right, so let's do some math here real quick. Let's see exactly if they sell out. Because it's going to be 90 from each. So one is 1928, and the others are going to be 1328. And then we got 828. And then what was 528? Okay. Yeah, about $322,000. Does it sell out right away? Probably not. Does it sell out eventually? Probably. I think the last one that we got for the Lamborghini sold out, but I don't think it was this many cars. But although they didn't look as good, if I go back to the Lamborghinis, yeah, it was like the Verde Scuro, and these other cars, they look like old. They look like, and I feel like it's the opposite. Like old cars, like they used to have style back in the day. This one just looks. Let's face it, dude. That Grandpa looks old there. But even though that was the drop date. Yeah, that dropped in December. But the newer cars look amazing. Again, that green one, it just looks so sexy. It just looks so hot. Like that looks so stylish. So I do think these look better. Will that affect how quickly it sells out? Again, we shall see. We have Slow and Steady from King Mav saying he's got the number 1111 Hulk, first appearance Hulk, that's the common, the rare Wolverine, and the secret rare Deadpool. Shout out to him. And then JKD Mindset also showing his matching Wolverine number 144 and Deadpool for those. He doesn't have the Hulk yet, like King Mavs does, but yeah, people going and matching their sets. Eddie Riso just sold. Some guy named JVD sold to Alfred. That was for $1,000. So I'm glad to see that's at least selling at that price. What is the Call Me Secret Rare logo again? Yesterday was like 1475. Today I think it is. I mean, I'll take a look right now. I think it's 1700. If I go and take a look, oh my God, where is it? Okay, here it is. Yeah, 1699, and then it's a pretty thick floor. 1700, 1700, 1800, 19, 19, 19. So there's multiple of these. Like if you buy six or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you buy 7 of these, it raises the price to 2,150 with an average price of, let's say, I don't know, what was it 1850 times 70? It has to be like 13K that's being spent, which is kind of a lot. However, we did get a gold and Veve logo. I don't have that hat on today. That's Sleeping Comics hat. Didn't I have that on before? Maybe I didn't. The gold and silver Veve logo that had sold yesterday, number 78. So it was a sub 100, and that particular one happened to go and have none of those redemptions were redeemed. So they get like an extra $500 to $1,000 back on that, more close to 1,000, not including this year's. And that was sold for like 6,500, and now the floor is actually 6,500 with that. Last I checked, again, I'll go and look again right now, just because so the floor is 6,500 right now, because that's the sale of the last price. But I don't know who Mikey Mike is, and I don't know if number 425 has any redemptions or not. But number 78 had all the redemptions. Like if you bought it, the person who got that is able to get the Frankenfat. They're able to get the Hear and See No Evil and Speak All the Evil, and everything in between, plus whatever you get this year. So that's why I think that got it. I'm not sure this will sell at that. I mean, it might, because somebody might come in, they might not care about the redemptions. I might like, I just want the logo, want access to that network, to that party, and then they also move the floor up $1,500, goes from 6,500 to 8,000. I had a Superman sell yesterday from Lewis Morgan. I haven't seen his Comey Secret Rare logo sold yesterday. Superman sold today. I haven't seen him around in a while. He's been on the podcast. He's a cool dude. I should reach out, be like, hey, it's probably the worst time to sell. Cryptoys. They had announced the other day that in June they're going to have their their secondary market. So hopefully that helps them survive. But then they teased a Mandalorian drop. I was really hoping Mando and Grogu and all of the Mandalorian people, their first appearance on the blockchain would be Veve. Is that really going to matter 5 years from now? Probably not. Or it's going to matter 2 years from now? Probably not. I just wish the first appearance on the blockchain, because now, whatever happens to Cryptoys, that Mandalorian drop, whatever they're going to do, that is always going to be worth at least something, just because it's first on the blockchain. Like there'll always be a market for that, even if Cryptoys, let's say the worst should happen for them, that's always going to be worth something. But if it would have been that much more special if it was first appearance on Veve and on the blockchain at the same time. We'll still get a first appearance Mando. I mean, the first Mandalorian, technically that was Boba Fett. I mean, he's not the first. Jango Fett's obviously the first. But I mean, it's his clone, so it's the same thing. But the Mandalorian, like again, the Mandalorian that we see in the show, Din Djarin, there's just thousands of Mandalorians out there. It's just the first ever one that we have, but the first one of Din Djarin, most likely that's the one they're going to do. And then, like I said, Grogu. Are they going to put Grogu in on Cryptoys as well? I don't know. I would really like it if Veve or Star Wars would be like, and I get it. Star Wars probably doesn't want that on their list. Oh, hey, like, because again, if I'm Star Wars and I say, hey, Veve, and I don't know if this has happened or not. I'm speculating here, but say, hey, Veve, we want to have this kind of drop schedule. And then Veve says, well, Star Wars, we love you guys. We want to accommodate you as best we can, but Star Wars, you are one out of hundreds of licenses that we have, and let's call a spade a spade. Let's put our cards on the table. You're not our most important. Are you one of our most important? Absolutely, but you're not our most. We have other ones that we have on here, so we can't adhere to this schedule. But here's another schedule that we can do that can accommodate you. And Star Wars probably like, okay, let's do that. And then the stuff that I wanted to drop at this rate, we're going to go over here to Cryptoys. So if I'm Star Wars and I kind of spread my seed a little bit from Veve a little bit to, what's that called? Because I think Leia and Yoda are already on Cryptoys. If I'm Star Wars and I say, okay, I just made this big move, Cryptoys, you can't fail me. Like we have to go, and if I'm Star Wars, I have to say, we have to go and make sure that we don't lose face, that we don't lose hand to Veve, because if we give our IP to another platform and that platform goes kaput, Veve's got all of that power. So I think that's why they probably gave them Leia and Yoda first, even though it didn't seem to matter. There's not a ton of those sales, but at least it's enough sales to keep Crypt Toys going. Anywho, let's move on. Yeah. Down, yeah. Yep. X-Men Films today said X-Men fans speculate over dazzling Taylor Swift lyric because her last lyric in the album was dazzler or dazzling or dazzle. So Chris Evers or at Market Smart says Taylor Dazzler's first appearance in the comic available on Veve official. He's going and just fighting the good fight, going and just spreading the good word of Veve, X-Men, Okomi, all that. He's not the only one doing that as well. Energy tour. Oh, 25 minutes. 25 minutes. Okay. Do I have? Oh God. Do I have time to do this? All right. Energy tour. Him and his wife both got Secret Rare logos. That's great. You have Polo saying he's the #1 holder of first appearance Doctor Strange's. He has 38 of him, which is fantastic, and 255 of Strange Tales 110. That's the first appearance of Doctor Strange in the comic. Super, super huge fan. Hiccups. There was mint number, again, 420. Comment, blaze it down below. Mint number 420 had sold for 5,000 doll hairs. That's heckin' amazing. Cannabis culture for the win. I don't even smoke, but I think that's awesome. Greg McClure says 250 sets, 2,400 collectibles, level 82 incoming for him, I think tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll be holding you tight. Sorry. I love Selena. Then you have the Veve Zombie saying, oh, is this a rare Silver Surfer sub 100 for 61, number 61 for 179 doll hairs? He'll take that. He'll snipe it. Can't go over that. First appearance of Hallows Eve is going to be on Thursday, April 25th, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not going to lie. I don't even know who that is. When Jack-O-Lantern. Can you give me some Jack-O-Lantern, please? That is one of Spidey's villains, and I really like him. He plays a decent part in Civil War, actually, as well. So many. You can get, if you have a Secret Rare logo, there is going to be a new room in the Okomi Discord for you. Puddin' Cheek says, I think we had so many tickets yesterday that it broke the system. Everyone was waiting yesterday, should be in now. So go check that. Yep. I messaged Foster Hilt today and he didn't get back to me. The nerve of him. Fun Under the Sun says Hugh Jackman birth year finally showed up, 1968, and he got it. Good for him. I can't show that one. Okay, top 500 Veve holders. We'll go over this real quick. We'll go over the most sold first. You have Ferryman, which sold 67 collectibles. We had Frank Kuzi, which sold 82 collectibles. So that's 149 right there. And then Graz, which sold 96 collectibles. So it's at 149. So that's 245. 245 collectibles have been sold from the top 3 people. Now let's go to the top 3 buyers. We have Jayco bought 236, pretty much wiping out all of the losses that the top 3 sellers did with just one person. Then you have Lance Legstrong, which bought 279 collectibles. Made by his Jayco is number 2. He's the number 2 wallet. Vance Legstrong is moved up 8 places, is now the number 51 wallet after buying 275. And then we had Bones Pro, who bought a ton of stuff last week, had bought 1,710 collectibles this week, moving up 12 spaces to number 26. Let's see what we got here. What is 40 times 60? That is 2,400. And we divide that by, what was it, 1710. This person was buying about 1.5 collectibles per hour there. Oh no, I'm sorry. I have to do 1710 divided by 24. I always mix that up. This person was buying 0.7 collectibles per hour. That is heckin' nuts. And then if we go into the top 500 here, and we take a look at the 500th wallet, it's 1464. I think last week was 1455. So that's just another. So you're going to have to pretty much have another 10 if you want to be in the top 500. You need 1,464 at least as of this morning, and by next week you'll probably need 1,473 or 74, depending on how much people buy. But it's usually about 10 per week. That top 500 is getting super, super competitive. My Collectibles says, thank you so much for all of your amazing and welcoming comments. Be sure to enter the giveaway before it closes tonight. Much more to come from him. Shout out. And the last thing I wanted to go over, I'm having a conversation with someone the other day, and now I brought facts to the table, but a lot of people really don't care about facts. A lot of people care about emotions. So I'll bring both. Spider-Man is the most important superhero, the most well-known superhero in the world. Superman is very, very close, easily in the top 10, probably top 5. In DC, you have that trinity of Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman. There technically is a trinity in Marvel. It's not who you'd think it would be. It's the soldier, Captain America, the god, Thor, and then the weapon, Wolverine. Spider-Man's not in that trinity. That trinity is just from a comic book series, which is heckin' amazing. But yeah, Marvel has that Spider-Man, just the most popular. And I want to go and just read a couple panels of a new Ultimate Spider-Man #1. It's the one yeah, slight spoilers here. He's not Spider-Man yet. It's an adult Peter Parker. He has a family. He married MJ. He's got a kid, and he's happy. For the first time in a Spider-Man comic, he's happy. And then he hears, these people stole your future. These people robbed you of your destiny. The question is, and then you see in this panel, it's a young Peter Parker. It looks like from Civil War, saying, "Do you want it back?" And he breaks open a little vial, and the vial has a spider inside it. The spider that gives him his powers. And he says, "I want it." And then his Uncle Ben comes into the panel and says, "Then wake up." And Mary Jane comes into a panel and says, "And go get him, Tiger." And then he goes and he lets it bite him, and then he becomes Spider-Man. And that now we go into emotion here outside of logic. It's those types of comics that really make it. It's those types of moments that's like the Sam and Frodo moment. Like, those are the stories that stay with you, Mr. Frodo. And that's why just the writing is just so superior to most other. But what are there, 3 million books printed each, or 3 million new different types of books going into publishing each year? 99% of those do not compare to comic book writing. To, like, you have that. What was it? Been reading. Was Coldplay? I forget who. Chainsmokers. Something just like this. Like, when they go and they compare, like when reading books of old, the legends and the myths, the stories that they told, the moon and its eclipse. Superman unrolls a suit before he lifts. There's a spider. I think there's a Spider-Man reference in there as well. Batman in his fist with Superman. Either way, I forget the lyrics, but that is one of those connections that is going to likely stay with people for life as the new people read these comics. And you see that in the movies. The movies have a lot of heart, at least for Spider-Man. But not everybody reads comics. Most people kind of really just know them from the movies. And in the movies, you have dozens of stories just in the movies, just a Spider-Man. You kind of have that a little bit with Superman if you go across all decades, but kids nowadays, newer people, are not going to watch a Superman movie from the 70s or 80s. Like, they're just not. They might watch some of the shows, and we'll get to the shows in a second. But the movies of Superman, like the recent ones, yeah, I like Man of Steel. It was good. Or it was entertaining. Batman v Superman, it had some hype to it. And again, I enjoyed it, even though not everyone liked it. A lot of critics hated it. Justice League was okay. It's like an episode of Justice League. They kind of screwed the pooch there in the movies. And again, they kind of kill him too early. In going back to the 90s cartoon of Justice League, the animated series, and even in the comics, you had hundreds of stories of Superman before they kill him off. You take Superman, you kill him in 2 movies? That was the stupidest freaking idea, like, ever. That was the dumbest thing I think I've ever seen. And And then, you know, with Spider-Man, you have him, and you have different versions of him, and all three versions are still alive. You know, you have Miles coming in. Like, you don't just kill off your the best character right away. That's dumb. So when talking about things that are going to have ROI, Superman will do really well. Superman will be worth thousands again in the future. He'll 10x it. But you know, there's only really one of him on here on Veve. There's the Superman and Flash statue, and that'll do fine. People will want it, some of them. But that Superman, everyone's going to want. But that Spider-Man, everyone's going to want that. And it doesn't matter that there's tens of thousands of more Spider-Man on this app than Superman. It just doesn't. Spider-Man is so much more relatable. It doesn't matter what it is, secret rare, common, uncommon. That first appearance Spider-Man is going to, every single one of those first appearance Spider-Man are going to outperform that first appearance Superman. ROI percentage wise. Now, is the Zombie Hunter Spider-Man, which is also first appearance for some reason, is that going to outperform Superman? Maybe. Coin flip. You know, who knows? But yeah, I just want to throw that out there. Again, I've been talking for way too long. Let's get to this. Let's get to this bread. Let's get to these comments. I was saying Bones Pro is buying a ton of, yeah, he's buying a ton of those. And I don't know what his goal is. Is it going to try to be for number one? We'll see. Bill Gardner's first like, boy. What up, Bill Gardner? Boo says, let's freaking go. Let's get this bread. I love this game. Boo, oh, yep, let's get this bread. Bill Gardner says, West be slipping on that button. Yeah, Bill Gardner smashed that like button like a champ. Like it was his job. Crazy Dad 420. And West, thank you all for being a member. Crazy Dad 420. Happy 420. Agreed. You're probably having a good time tonight. Connor says, hey, Randy, what's up, Connor? Oh, we're saying, I like the green Lambo. I'm going to pick it up on the secondary. That, yeah, it might be a good idea. Yeah, I might do that too. Connor says, thanks, Randy. You are the best. Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah. Trying to take care of my mortal self. It's a Pirates of the Caribbean reference. Yeah, I'm trying to. Nah. I did 209 pull-ups today in 40 minutes. I was very happy about that. And did some biceps for a little bit. But just trying to take care of my. Now, granted, I had a lot of buttered toast and a couple hot dogs, and you know, I had a protein shake too. But I probably should be eating better. Connor, meow. Oh my god, is it? Oh yeah, the green Lambo. Maybe I should get that. That's so good. It looks so cool. Who's this 420? Blaze it, man. Airbone Bees, dang, your hair has a lot of bounce today. Oh, looking good. Oh, well, thank you. Sorry. I'm excited. 25, 35 for uncommon. Maybe I should get that. We'll see. I'll see. I'll let you know. Walrus King says, good morning, right? Good morning, Walrus King. Cheers. 420 2024 is the best palindrome for all stoners like me. It is. I almost feel a little guilty not smoking today. Omar Sada says, my girlfriend is today at 420. Also Hitler's birthday as well. As what are the top 5 hottest collectibles? Right now or ever? Right now, I would say the gold silver Veve logo, the OMI secret rare logo, the partner statue, Superman, the Black Panther secret rare, the Marvel Mighty Black Panther secret rare. Those ones, the Stormtroopers have been selling a lot. R2D2 sold, a lot of R2D2 selling recently. I would say Stormtroopers were probably the hottest. There's more of them sold than anything else. Like not even close comparison in the last month since that's inception. So I'd say Stormtroopers probably number 1. OMI secret rare logo probably number 2. Partners maybe number 3. Veve's logo number 4. And a lot of Superman always sell as well. I mean, today it's going to be the stamps. Wolverine's probably going to be number 5. Yeah, I'll put Wolverine there because Wolverine came in hot. Special mention, I guess, would be Cyclops. Cyclops, that doing really well there. Randy looking pimp today. Thanks, Walt Vision. It says Veve is adding 25 more extra secret rare Lambos with custom Veve racing. Wait, what? Really? No. Did they say that? don't think they said that. 25 more extra secret rare Lambos with custom VV racing stripes, I'm guessing, to the drop. I feel like they're not. I feel like I would have heard about that. Yeah, they didn't say that. So I'm gonna say that's just a stoner thought that you're thinking of. I mean, it's cool. That'd be dope. That'd be dope AF. I just don't see that written anywhere. Milham, what's going on, buddy? He says, howdy, buddy. How you been? I'm doing all right. Um, working, getting this bread, getting this crypto, and then yeah, doing my thing. I'll be buying a lot more next week. Incorrigible Goat Slayers. What up, Randy? Happy 420. Meow, meow, meow. Happy 420, sir. Senor. Wes saying, do you know why Veve needs hundreds of thousands of NFTs in their vault? A lot of it is just quality control. And they keep that first 40. Let's say they keep the first 30-ish, and some go to licensor, some go to, whoever. A lot of that is just quality control. Hey, mint one, let's see how it looks. Another one, and they keep going. That's pretty much what it's for. The babies, are there some and do they need that? I mean, they don't need it. It's just what they have, and you don't want them going to. I mean, if all of them went to the corporations, that would just kind of heck it up, a bit. You just don't want them. You want them locked up. Babies, are there some Veveverse news? Did you test it? I am not going to test it. I will be seeing it for the first time. I'll be playing it for the first time. Is a better form. Playing it for the first time with y'all. With you, Jessica Simpson. The news, we got more beta testers recently. I would say in the second half of the year, we get phase 1 is what it is. But it's not hidden, but I don't know how Cryptoys is making any money. It's on their initial drop. I guarantee, well, they have income, and they do have top line revenue. Is that covering the expenses? Probably not. I don't know if Will is taking a salary. I don't know if he's, what he's doing, but yeah, not having a secondary market is rough. Hopefully when that happens, it gets better for him. I don't know. I don't think they're able to go and keep this up for too longer. Omar saying today is Elon Day. Yeah, Elon, my man. Love him. Hogar says, when Dash you need support for him. Yeah, Dash you back in the next couple weeks. Oh God. Oh, my body. Oh. Troy Perez, thank you for being a member. Like hugs. Omar Zadar says, many writings in Marvel has reshaped and helped humanity in such incredible ways, including anime like DBZ. Agreed 100,000%. Like back in the day when the US passed the Patriot Act, which was like a gross abuse of the taking away of our liberties, warrantless spying. It's a post 9/11 world. They were able to pass pretty much whatever they wanted. And politicians took full advantage. Passing that was not good for the American people, and the writers of these comic book stories decided to go and write a story of pretty much how superheroes would react to that. So you have the Superhero Registration Act, and then you had Captain America, which was staunchly against it, and said like, no, I've seen this before. I've been alive and still young, when we were in World War II, still alive and served there, and I saw what happened to a country that gave their liberties away to a corrupt government, and to a government that has an agenda, and those agendas change, and that's how you wind up with a Holocaust. Like it starts slow but steady, never all at once, and Captain America saw where that led, immediately goes underground. Nick Fury's helping him, Howling Commandos. He gets there's two different groups. One was Falcon and a bunch of his people trying to go and get in contact with Captain America. Like, we want to help, we just don't know where he is. Because be advised, Shield has like dozens and dozens of bases and stuff underground, many of which are off book that most of the government doesn't even know about. So Captain America had use of a lot of these bases, and yeah, he was stealing helicarriers. He was going in, and Jonathan Hickman, just that Civil War storyline with all the tie-ins is some of the best writing in comic book history. And it is the movie is like the movie's fun. I like it, but it's yeah, those comic books are, oh my God, they're absolutely incredible. You get everyone, you get Fantastic Four, you get Iron Man, and even Spider-Man was on Iron Man's team for a little bit before Jack-o'-lantern like blew him up. But like Spider-Man got the crap kicked out of him like 4 times, because what was happening is that Tony Stark gave him a new suit, and he says like, "Oh, hey, you they're trying to go and transport a bunch of these prisoners, and the prisoners are heroes. Like, so you have the real heroes, Captain America and his folk, and then you have the fucking pussies that are bending the knee to the government, like Iron Man and the rest of his folk." And excuse my language, sorry, I just get really heated with this. And he goes, "Okay, we're going to take these prisoners, like these real heroes that are still trying to go in and defend people. They're going to try and defend the neighborhood and try to defend old ladies and catch criminals. But they didn't register for that registration act. So these superheroes, with the government's authority, are rounding them up, and they're treating them like criminals when they just don't want to give up their secret identity. They don't want to register, which is freaking stupid. Anyway, not that they don't want to register. Not wanting to register is great. The less government knows about you, the better. But it's the fact that these people, they fought side by side with these heroes, and it's like, oh, you're not doing something. It's pretty much what would have happened if COVID was worse, or if the politicians that went around, if they had their way, that's what would have happened. People are like, oh, he's not vaccinated. He's doing like, sorry, hate that. Anyway, so they go in, and Iron Man says to Spider-Man, "Hey, go up front. As we're leading these people, we need to know if danger is coming up ahead," alluding to that he knows that Spider-Man has like a spidey sense, and Spider-Man never told him that. So it's like, okay, well, I know that this suit is processing all of the data that's coming in, but I don't know all the data that's coming in from my end going out, like to Spider-Man's tech. So Iron Man just really taking advantage of Spider-Man, getting Peter Parker to go. Peter Parker's like 24 at this time. It's like, hey, I've been Spider-Man since I was 15. However old he was, 14, 16, and and then what happens? I think Green Goblin tries to blow up the hospital that Aunt May's in. Long story short, I think it's Jack-o'-lantern or Green Goblin, whoever. Spider-Man almost dies. Punisher, like, so again, the good heroes are good heroes. Bad heroes are trying to capture the good heroes, and like it's a fucking concentration camp. And criminals are still criminals. So Punisher is having a field day. Punisher is just like, he's just shooting everyone. It is absolute mayhem, and it is amazing, and I love it. He's just putting holes in people. What he's doing with those holes afterwards, I don't know. But he goes on, and I think he kills Jack-o'-lantern, or he kills one of the villains that's just beating the crap out of Spider-Man. And he goes into Captain America's hideout. He's like, "Get me a medic now." And then he goes in, and then Spider-Man finally switches sides to Captain America's side. Sue Storm, part of the Fantastic Four, leaves Reed Richards to go on to Captain America's side. Ben Grimm, the thing, he doesn't. The reason why there's so much strife in that family is because Johnny Storm gets like stabbed at a nightclub. He gets like shot. He's in the hospital. He's unconscious. What happens with Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards, is that him and Iron Man go and build a new Thor. And what happens with that is that they build him because they have a strand of Thor's hair, and they build a new Thor. It's supposed to be an AI just like Thor. They program all of these codes into it. They're super safe with it. But then what does he do? He kills Giant Man or Hercules. He kills one of the other opposing side, and he wasn't supposed to do that. And then it comes out that Reed Richards was one of the ones that was funding this project, I think, with the Baxter Building and the Future Foundation. And Sue Storm is just like, no, like this is quite enough, Reed. I'm taking the kids. I'm leaving you, and I'm joining Captain America's side. So Ben Grimm's he's playing like Switzerland. He's not on either side. Johnny Storm's in the hospital. I don't know what Reed Richards is doing. He's just beside himself. And then Sue Storm leaves. So the Fantastic Four are done. they're kaput. And then Thor comes back, is like, you did what? And he just beats the hell out of Tony Stark. He destroys the Iron Man suit. It's like, next time you do that again, I'll kill you. And it's like, oh my God, Thor, you beautiful piece of man. Sorry, I'm really getting way out of it. I know y'all didn't ask for like a 30-minute dissertation on this. But long story short, it goes in and nothing's really resolved by the end of it. It's just so good though. Wolverine's in there. He's tracking. They try to get all different types of people to their side, and they both try to go in. I think Tony Stark, he tries to go into the X-Man building first, into Charles, School for Gifted Youngsters, and he's talking to Emma Frost, and he's like, "Hey, you can read my mind. You know what I want." And she's like, "Listen, when we were having our issues with like Sentinels and all the other, we didn't have any help from the event. We didn't any help from y'all. So, they Dr. Dre, F y'all, all y'all don't like me, blow me, So she wasn't having none of it. But she says, you know what, Mr. Stark, I promise not to join Captain America's side if you leave us out of it. And then Tony Stark's like, okay, well, I won't hunt you. You guys aren't registering. We want you on our side. But if you promise not to join Cap's side, we won't do anything. But I can't promise that at some point the government's not going to send somebody here. And Emma Frost's like, if anyone tries to come here, basically they'll just kill him. So that was really awesome. Then he goes and meets T'Challa, Black Panther, and he's like, hey, can we get some help over here? And T'Challa has this beautiful line, says like, the rest of the world doesn't like it when America meddles in foreign affairs. I can only assume that America would feel the same way. And it's like, ooh, get him, T'Challa, get him. Basically just saying like, we're not getting involved. And it's like, it's so beautiful. It's so cool. Anyway, let's move on here. Emoji saying Tony Stark, not a young Spider-Man, but check out is that Tony Stark? No, it's not. No heckin' way. Oh, mother fudger, it is. Okay, yeah. It looked like a young Spider-Man. All right. Yeah, all the comics are great. Harper says, hey, Randy, do you know how much the sub 100 Spider-Man went for? Lewis Morgan sold today. Was it a secret rare? Was it I don't know. I do not know, unfortunately. So whichever one it was, I don't. Sorry, Arbear. Croner, what's going on? Thanks, Randy. You're the best. Oh, thanks, Croner. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. But yeah, let me go, Arbear, and let me see if I can try to find out for you, and I'll let you know. Keep you posted. Aldodero, what's going on? Says, happy to have the lowest public min for Ultimate Spider-Man #1. Amazing. Shanks saying, fake David account tweeted that about, okay, all right, I was wondering, yeah. I don't know how people still get confused with that. Just block the fake David accounts. Oh God, hiccups. Excuse me. I was saying 25 or Lambo is a tweet. Yep, David used parody account. I was wondering, I was like, there's no way. I don't think that Veve would even be allowed to do that. At least they're not from Marvel. I would guess Lamborghini would have similar things. So yeah. Crazy unfortunately. I saw it on Twitter, thought it was David Hughes' tweet, but yeah, definitely stoned. Of course you are on this day. That's amazing. I love you, brother. I was saying, I love the Shield and look forward on their comeback. Yeah. Get him, the Shield. Oh, Millie Tees says, hey everyone, what's up, Oh Millie Tees? I think who had it on the other day? I think Mr. MC1 had it on the other day, one of your shirts. And then yeah, I think it was him on Dr. Stuff, right? Dr. Stuff is pretty good at wearing some other people's shirts as well. Truck and Hang says, hey Randy. Oh, Truck and Hang, you messaged me before, I think. It's been a crazy busy day. Oh, messaging me that you got the Akomi Secret Rare logo. Get that, Brad. I love this game. What a Afraid of the Bridge process. Epic. Oh, congrats, brother. You'll be happy. And you'll be happy for multiple different ways, just for the parties, the network, or for how much you'll be able to sell that for in OMI in the future. You'll be very happy. I'm saying I like the way that Marvel put Gambit and Rogue on the spotlight, especially Cyclops. Second print of X-Men 97-1 will have Gambit and Rogue on the cover. Such a power couple. Aw, I love them. So not that these characters and these stories, they don't have consequences. They do. Nobody ever really dies in Marvel. Like they'll bring them back at some point in some way. So just like when I'm not gonna say spoilers for anything. I'm not gonna spoil it. It's a new show. But if you're not watching X-Men '97, oh my God, you are missing out. That is so good. They're actually going to likely reboot the '90s Spider-Man as well. So we are going to have Captain America next week or this week in like 3 days. Oh, it's Saturday. I thought it was Sunday. Did I have anything I had to do? No, we're good. We're good. Lamb will drop tomorrow. Okay. Oh, I have to travel soon. Get that ticket. I'm gonna get stuff. Um, yeah, they come out on like Wednesday morning. They're so good. They are gonna reboot Spider-Man the '90s series. They're gonna have they had their own version of Secret Wars in there in the '90s. Now it was from the '80s version of Secret Wars. It was not from because the new Secret Wars didn't come out until like late 2000s, early 2010s, whenever that was. And those stories are just perfect. When I said that Civil War, because Jonathan Hickman is a god, when I say that Civil War is one of the best pieces of comic book writing in the last 20 years, Secret Wars is probably the best piece of comic book writing in the last 15 years. That is by far. They'll likely use that to reboot the MCU, or at least do a soft reboot. But that is such a good freaking story. Read those comics. It is incredible. I can't. Oh, 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. If however good you think it is, it's better. I was throw it at that. Cool. Well, any news in the new Marvel Mind Drop? We were supposed to have one this month. Maybe we'll get one on the 28th. Maybe. If we do, I don't think they would go and tell us until after the Lambo drop, because people would want to save for that Marvel Mighty set. And they might not get the Lambo if they know they have $15 blind boxes coming out the next week. Or they could just say like, hey, it's going to happen in May sometime. Probably not for Cinco de Mayo, probably not for Mother's Day, maybe May 19th, although that's going to be we're really close. We are 2 weeks away from Star Wars month. May 19th is a big day for Star Wars. So maybe we get it May 26th. Maybe I really hope they would do it like the 28th, just so that they can get it out of the way before Star Wars month. Because then we still have the Venomized stuff we have to do as well. Ton of stuff. Can't wait. Yeah, oh wow, I got a lot of stuff. I have some stuff on the next few weeks. Oh my God, it says it was epic that Storm outfit is like Giants. Like, yeah, dude, Storm looks so good. I love her so much. But the next Marvel Mighty drop, I know there is going to be a super scarce drop in the future. I don't think that's going to be a Marvel Mighties thing, unless it's like you get it if you have all the Mighty sets, which I don't think they're doing. There's so few people that have that done. There's less than 100 people that have all of the Marvel Mighties. Yeah. We don't know if it's. I think that one was $1,400 yesterday. The one that Low Mint Mick has. It was the Secret Rare Black Panther. It was that much. I don't think it is anymore. There's most likely people have undercut that 1,400, and it's probably back down to like 1,000, give or take. 969. That's actually Low Mint Mix. Low Mint Mix is 969. And then it goes to 1,100. The next two after that are 1,100. One's 1,100, and the other is 1,110. Pretty much the same thing. I'll go on for another 40 seconds, but I think that'll be it for me today. So there's stuff going on. Aw. People, I wish there were some. I wish there were some things that I could go over on here, but I just can't. Arbear says just snagged the sub 100 Superman, not a bad. Oh, girl, Arbear, you are. Can I get you on the podcast at some point? I am so curious about your person and what you do and why it is that you do it. I would love to go super deep in conversation about where do you belong? Where did you come from in this crazy world? Kumo saying I have that entire set, that Black Panther. Yeah. Um, I was super lucky. I got that for 289. I pay 1,000. I mean, yeah. So when the next Marvel Mighty set comes out, if there's anyone as scarce as that, budget $500 immediately. Like immediately. Now, is there going to be a low mint mick to purchase those the next time? Probably not, but who knows? All right, thanks, Randy. No problem. Matthew Ursula, hey Randy, happy 420, my brother. Let's enjoy the end. Let's hear the end of your prediction after all changes before you. Go. I don't know, 1 to 2 cents at the end of this year. It really depends if that narrative hits or not. Like we will be getting a lot more volume. We will be getting a lot more stuff over the next several months, and that will affect the price in a positive way for OMI. But you know, and that's why I would say the 1 to 2 cents. If that narrative hits though, multiple cents. Yeah. So I'll say 1 to 2 cents by the end of the year. That's just my prediction. I love you guys. Goodbye. Thanks for coming. Super chats. And stream. My hiccups.